Welcome to Sweden. My name is Raymond Baxter, which may sound vaguely familiar in Great Britain, certainly less so in the United States or Europe, so let me explain. All my working life, I've been lucky enough to earn a living from the things which interest me most, specifically cars and aeroplanes. As a motoring journalist, I frankly long ago lost count of the number of new cars I've driven, and I've been reporting science and technology on BBC television for more years than I care to remember, and I'm still learning. And that is exactly why I've come to Mantorp here near Linköping to learn about one of Europe's newest and most exciting cars, the Saab Turbo. Now this place, Mantorp Park, is the capital of drag racing in Sweden. So, for a start, let's compare the new Saab Turbo with the pick of the high-performance competition over a standing quarter mile. And here we have a selection of 8. The Porsche 924, the Lancia Beta, the Alfa Romeo Alfetta, the Audi 105e, the Mercedes 280, the BMW 528, the Volvo 264, and the Dodge Monaco. All the cars are to the current Swedish specification, and the drivers are two of Sweden's most famous international champions, Stig Blomqvist and Per Eklund. The electronic timing by the Royal Swedish Automobile Club KAK is to the nearest thousandth of a second. We're going to run the cars in pairs on a knockout basis, and the first two on the line are the BMW and the Audi. The Audi's time 18.366 seconds, the BMW's 16.688, so out goes the Audi. And next on the line, the Volvo and the Dodge. And the Dodge's time 18.208, the Volvo's 17.751. Next on the line, the Porsche and the Lancia, and remember, Stig Blomqvist and Per Eklund are really trying. Both hate to be beaten, particularly by the other. Out goes the Lancia. And now the Mercedes versus the Alfa. Out goes the Merc. So, on to round 2, first heat, the BMW versus the Volvo. Out goes the Volvo. Next, the Porsche versus the Alfa. And this is a very close one, only 0.3 of a second between them. So to the final eliminator, the BMW versus the Porsche. So now we match the pick of the bunch, the BMW 528, against the new Saab Turbo. And it's a very close thing indeed, but the Saab beats the BMW over a standing quarter mile. The BMW's time, 16.565 seconds, the Saab, 16.517. But sheer performance in a straight line from a standing start is not much practical use except perhaps at traffic lights. It's the acceleration of a car from medium and higher speeds which makes it a joy to drive, is exactly what you often need on the road to get you out of trouble, but which is often lacking in the economical family car. Not so with the Saab Turbo. So now back on the drag track, here's the Saab Turbo versus the BMW 528 over a flying quarter mile, with the cars crossing the start line at 80 kilometers per hour, 50 miles per hour. And the times for the flying quarter mile, the BMW 15.775 seconds, for the Saab Turbo 14.045 seconds, a very striking difference indeed. Of course, sheer speed is meaningless and can be positively dangerous unless a car has adequate road holding to go with it. In fact, the new Saab Turbo has all the excellent front-wheel drive handling characteristics which have made its predecessors famous throughout the world with both the professionals and private owner drivers alike. So now, let's see the Saab Turbo against the BMW 528 on a slalom course. So we have seen that the four-cylinder Saab Turbo beats all comers over the standing and flying quarter mile, including the six-cylinder BMW 528. Ole Granlund here is the assistant manager power plant testing at Saab. Ole, what is the key factor behind this remarkable performance?
You see, we at Saab Scania has for many years employed turbine superchargers driven by the exhaust on our heavy Scania tracks. Now we have applied the same idea on our 99 four-cylinder car engine. What we have done is to give our 99 four-cylinder engine the power characteristics of a six-cylinder or eight-cylinder engine whenever the driver calls for it, and without losing the economy and reliability of our well-proven engine.
So, promising words from one of Saab's senior engineers, and we've seen for ourselves the performance. But now, what does the Saab Turbo feel like from the driving seat? First impressions are very pleasing indeed. Comfortable seat, good driving position, everything where it should be, typically Saab. The four-speed gearbox is a delight, and there are no additional controls to operate the turbo supercharger. You don't have to kick the pedal to the floor or change gear or do anything. You just accelerate, and the car goes on accelerating in a way you wouldn't have thought possible.